Right. We should be live. We are indeed live. Hi everyone, how are y'all doing? Let me just make sure I can hear my voice. Yeah, exactly. I definitely want an ad. Skip. Hello? Yep, I can hear my voice. We're good. We're good. Hello! Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm a little early today. I have a big plan. So, the thing is, I've hunted a lot during this event. I started this event with over 250 boost tokens. And as you can see, I have a whopping 14 left. So, I used a lot of boost tokens. And I already got a lot of the rare finds I wanted to get. Did I get my daily boost token? I did, okay. But there is one thing I still haven't gotten yet. I haven't got all of the colored Obsidrugons. Now, I do have some of the nimble ones. I do have some of the nimble colors already. And I know mints are going to be added soon, but I want to get all robust. They don't even have to be whisper. I just want to get all of the robust Obsidrugons if I can. All different colors. So, that is something I could thankfully hunt for without boost tokens. So, that's going to be the plan. I already got 3 of the colors. I got red, orange, and I think blue. Yeah, red, orange, and blue. So, I need yellow, green, and purple as my last 3 colors. So, let's get started. Let's just get started. Let's start with the run around a circle simulator. I think I'm going to stream pretty late tonight, so I think it's going to be a long stream because I want to see if I can catch the colored Obsidrugons. So, yeah. That's the plan for the stream. Hope everyone's doing okay. I started a little early so I can just get a little head start. Maybe I should do like tennis tag while I wait for more people to join. Because I am kind of early. I'll be what I do. I'll play tennis tag while I wait for some people to join. And then I'll start hunting. Alright, let's do this. I kind of don't like tennis tag, though. It's kind of the same game after every once in a while. Da, 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 da. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Yeah, that was intense. Hey! Oh, man. Hi, Cardi is gone. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be hunting the Obsidrugons in a little bit. I'm doing some tennis tag until it's 5. Once it's exactly 5, I'm going to start it. Because I started a few minutes early. Oh my god. I'm going to get... Okay, we're good. We are good. Hey! But yeah, the plan is to get all of the Obsidrugons. So... I already have 3 of them. I need yellow, green, and purple as my other colors. You're like the only person that makes live streams, and I watch them all the way through. Oh, that's cool. I think this is going to be a little bit longer one, because I'm going to see if I can catch the colored Obsidrugons. And I haven't been very lucky. Weren't you going to turn off the XP? Oh, I forgot about that. I won't lie, I did kind of forget about that, I won't lie. It doesn't even matter, though, because I don't think the XP transfers from last stream to the future, so... Yeah, I was watching Speeder's stream yesterday, and legit, I don't think the XP even carries over. I kind of forgot to do that. I'll do that next time. Can I do it now, actually? Chat filter, top messages, community moderation... Yeah, I think I'll do it next time. I forgot to do it this time. I think there's a setting on YouTube. I'm not 100% sure, though. I should have turned that off, though, to be honest. So otherwise, it's just pay-to-win simulator for a cosmetic crown. Like, it's cool. It's cool that you get a #1 crown, but it's also just... it's pay-to-win. #1? Yeah, yeah, random Robloxian, exactly. The Nuki gonna get gutted in Season 3, I know. I have a feeling it will. Hello, Joshua. Yep, hello, random Robloxian. Welcome to the stream. My plan this stream is I'm going to be hunting for a while. I'm going to see if I can get all of the colored Obsidrugons. And the reason why I'm doing all the colored Obsidrugons is because that is something I could hunt without using boost tokens, because I only have 14 boost tokens left. So I am kind of out. So yeah, that's why I'm hunting for the colored Obsidrugons. The ones I still need are yellow, green, and purple. They don't even have to be Wisp-It. I must take my number 1. Oh god. Oh god, why didn't I turn that feature off? No! Let me look online for a second. Let me look up something. Can you actually turn it off? For YouTube, can you actually turn off Stream XP? How does chat XP? I can't really find out exactly, because none of them are recent. I'll look it up another time. I know YouTube has an MMR system. I never thought I'd say this, but Loomian Legacy's MMR system's better than YouTube's. I never thought I'd ever say that. At least with Loomian Legacy, you have to actually battle your way to the top. This you just pay or spam chats and you'll be up number 1. It's kind of funny how that works. Oh! Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Perfect! There's the yellow one! Hey, great start. Well, we found one. Unfortunately, it's not sharp edges, but I think they're gonna add ability capsules in the future, so it's not the end of the world. And it is at level 21, so it's not going to click Raging Cackle. So that's a good thing. Yeah, this is what I want. I want to find all of the colored Obsidrugons if I can. They don't even have to be Wisp-It. I just want to get all the colors. Just to say I have them. Are you going to use the Rainbow SA Obsidrugon for PvP? Oh, absolutely. I'm absolutely going to use that. Also, Flash and Flay. Bye, Scapegoat. Because this isn't level 21, so it's not going to Rage and Cackle itself. Hoping we get Route 9 news tomorrow. I hope so, too. I hope it's not. What I hope is that it's not news for Rank Season 3. I hope they don't say the... What I'm worried about is that Llama Train Studios is going to post something about Rank Season 3 over Route 9. I hope they talk about Route 9 tomorrow, and not Rank Season 3. Because we already know that Rank Season 3 is coming out on Monday. We don't need to know which Loomian comes out until Rank Season 3 comes out. No clue, Big Pig. I have no idea how I found one so much. Do I have any yellow discs? I'll use Nova discs because I look cool. Hi, Joshua. How's it going? Going pretty good, actually. I already found one of the Obsidrugons I wanted. Now I just need green and purple. Now all I need is just green and purple. I already got red, orange, and blue. I'm still missing red Obsid. I've been hunting since the start of the event. Yeah. The Obsidrugons are very clunky because they're only 1 in 500, but I've been getting the freaking reskin Paramines more than the Obsidrugons. I found 4 or 5 reskin Paramines compared to 2 colored Obsidrugons, which is kind of funny because the reskin Paramines are 1 in 800. I'm saving my Rainbow Glossadia until this event ends, so it's rare. Ah, yep, so the demand goes up. That makes sense. Still need blue Cinemoth? I don't really care about the colored Cinemoths too much, mainly because Cinemoth kind of sucks in PvP. I mean, they're cool, but I'd rather get Obsidrugons any day of the week. Yeah, the colored Cinemoths are way easier to get. Like, they're only 1 in 100. Obsidrugons, on the other hand, are 1 in 500. And they're a lot better Loomians, too. Like, you could actually use them for PvP. They look a lot cooler than Cinemoth, so they're just better flexes. And yeah. "10 minutes into the stream, and we already found one of our Obsidrugons. We're off to an amazing start. Even if I get some of the other colors, I'll be happy, because if I get like a Wisp-It one with one of the other colors, that could be very cool. Find it funny that I haven't found a single reskin Paramine, but I got a Rainbow Glissadia. Are you hunting with boost? Because if you're hunting without boost, Rainbow Glissadia is very hard to get. But with boost, it's actually only like 1 in 1,250, I think. It's a lot more common with boost. Not as common as the Paramine, I don't think, though. Hunting with boost? Yeah. Yeah, with the charms, they're a lot. Honestly, Rainbow Obsidrugon is rarer than Rainbow Glissadia if you're hunting with boost. Without boost, Rainbow Obsidrugon's a lot more common. Revenant Season 3? What I hope the Season 3 Loomian's Eliguana. Because Eliguana got a brand new redesign. It just got a rainbow form. And Eliguana actually has a very high win rate. All of the Season Loomians have had garbage win rates. So I want, actually, the Season Loomian to have a high win rate. Like, that's why I want Eliguana. But let's be honest, it's going to be Cinemars because Loomian Legacy wants to give Cinemars some love. It's going to be Cinemars, probably. Let's be honest. Hey! You know what? I'll catch this. I don't have any boost away, so let's catch it. Yeah, all of them have been second evolutions, are right. So it would make sense for, other than Ferroglyph, which is one time. Oh, hey, Joshua randomly... Oh, you're in my server. Nice. Cool. But yeah, I might as well catch this Cosmere, because the thing is, I don't care about wasting disc on this, because I'm not wasting any boosts, so it doesn't matter that much. Alright, let's throw one of these. Hello. Third place arrived. We have third place. Hi, Harleo Solo. So welcome to the stream. I forgot to turn off the XP thing. I'm sorry about that. By next stream, if I can find a way to turn off stream XP, I'll do it. But if not, then unfortunately it'll stay on. I don't think I can do it while on stream. Also, I'm dazed. That's unfortunate. Another one. Stay in the disc. Oh. Ooh. Oh, I know why it's not catching. Oh. Well then. I was wondering, why wasn't it not catching? It's at full health, Josh! Hey, it's still caught, though. Manage a pure smart Cosmere, so happy? Nice! Hoping for SA Cosmere Solneka? Yeah! Those would be cool ones to find. Nevermare needs a buff. Nevermare's gonna get Parasitize in Season 3. I'm not sure how much that's gonna buff it, but it is a move that can heal it HP back, and it can hit Lachette for quad effectively. Which is something. That is something. Give it Butcher and Razor Slash and Fade Away. Yeah, those would be good buffs. The Cosmere is in this event. And that includes two new Cosmere forms, the White Cosmere and the Black Cosmere, which are rarer than the other Cosmeres, but you can catch them at any time. I don't know. I don't think Nevermare is getting a signature move, but it is getting Parasitize. Parasite? I didn't hear about that. All event roamers are getting signatures? Ooh. Is that going to be added in Season 3, or is that going to be added in, like, Route 9? Look on Wiki. Let me see. Loomian Legacy Wiki. It would be in upcoming features, I believe. Upcoming features. Upcoming content. General roadmap. That's the same roadmap I've seen. Adventures. New game. Raid battles. Weather condition. Daily quests. Composition for Greninja. Composition for 3 Stamps Game Pass owners. Direct item trading. Oh, that's going to be cool. New methods for hunting Loomians that can give Soul Burst and items. Ooh. Permanent feature offering massive replayability. New items that change Loomian's personality and or ability. Weather extending moves or items. Weather summoning items. Weather ignoring items. Various new held items. A locking feature for Loomians so that they are unable to be accidentally released. Oh, that's cool. Okada. Slev Pup. Water Ice type released in Route 9. Hey! Oh, I gotta be careful though. Oh, guys. This is a trap. The reason why this is a trap is because level 21 Obsidrugons run Raging Tackle. So I actually cannot... Really? I actually cannot spare this. Because if I spare Obsidrugon, it recoils itself. Oh god. It can recoil itself a Raging Tackle. It can recoil itself. What do I do? I want to tase it. I hope it doesn't scapegoat again. Okay, headbutt it. Its last move is Raging Tackle. So it can actually recoil itself. But yeah, Noctilite, which is a... I think that's a ancient metal? But yeah, it can Raging Tackle itself. So I don't want to hurt it anymore. So yeah. Some move changes. All these I found already, I talked about. Loomian's gaining moves. I don't see anything about new exclusive moves. Knotlek, Fan Cub. I mean, I already had the red one, but the red Wispet one's cool. I could definitely use that once I get mints. Oh, okay, I found it, guys. The following changes are confirmed to be released on a future date, but have no set date. Here we go. Glacedia will receive a signature move called Chilling Judgment. There'll be an Ice-type range move with 80 strength, 80 strength, 100% accuracy, and 50 energy cost that gives the target Frostbite if they have any stat boost. And Arceros has a similar move called Burning Judgment, which does the same power, 100% strength, which burns the target if they have any stat boost. Which, that's going to be a very good move at stopping setup sweepers. Very niche, but very cool. Nimue will receive a signature move called Lovely Virtue. That will be a light-type range move with 90 strength, 100 accuracy, 55 energy cost, which heals allies if used on them. Oh, Nimue is going to be great in doubles then. Because it can flash and pivot, and it can now heal its allies. That's cool. Nemesis will receive Fearful Sin. That's basically the same. Oh, it gives the user a stat boost when used on an ally. So that's the opposite. It's actually a better move than Lovely Virtue. I guess evil is a lot better than nice. Sorry if I'm not reading the chat. I'm just reading these moves. Metronet will receive its signature move called Cajoin. Dark-type range move of 80 strength, 100 accuracy, 54 energy cost, with a 20% chance to make the target drowsy, and have a 50% damage boost if the target's already asleep. Great. The sleep move has been nerfed, so yeah. Nevermore will receive a signature move called Parasite. Plant-type melee move of 80 strength, 100 accuracy, 55 energy cost. It will heal the user for 50% of the damage. Yeah, that's going to be a nice buff for Nevermore. Odiaga will receive Cyclone. Mind-type range move, which is 110 strength, 80 accuracy, 60 energy cost, but it's 100% accuracy while under Strong Gust. So Odiaga is going to be a good Strong Gust Loomian. Wobbulis will learn Uncanny Cry, Ice-type support move, 90 accuracy, 40 energy. It increases the target's melee and range attack by 1 stage each, but leaves them dazed in the process. So, it's like Swagger. It's like Swagger then. Wow, interesting. Aklos will receive a signature move that will be an Ice-type melee move with 110 strength, 100 accuracy, 60 energy cost, but it will lower the user's melee defense by 1 stage. As a result of the addition, Aklos may lose the ability to learn either Drudge or Rogue Assault. So it could lose a move, but it would gain a stronger Ice-type move. My mask will get manufactured. It's a simple type melee move of 90 strength, 100 accuracy, 50 energy that changes type depending on the user's held item? Oh, that's gonna be cool! Mask swap, my mask shenanigans are gonna be fun. Grubby Line will learn a signature move called Pat Down. Dark type melee move of 90 strength, 100 accuracy, 54 energy cost, 25% damage boost if the target is not holding an item. And keep in mind, Grubby Line has Slapdown as a move. So that's going to be cool. And yep, those are the new moves. Upcoming move manuals are Downpour, Gale Force, Hazy Shroud, Heat Wave, Thunderstorm, Drudge, Hasten Slumber, Brawn Boost, Magnify, Sharpen, and Disperse. Are all planned manual moves that will be added in the future. So yeah, all the event Loomians will get signature moves. That is cool. That is cool. Sorry that I wasn't reading the chat. Let me catch up. Matching with Premonition though, rip. Lucky I still need red. Pays it. You have enough. You're high enough defense for Raging Tackle to not be an issue. Yeah, but I didn't want to take the risk. Morsko, you're such a high level that the recoil barely matters because high melee defense. Oh, good point. Scroll down your C. Interesting seems a bit gimmicky, but cool. Do light type version of Douse and Faraglass. Yeah, those are cool moves for the Angel and Demon Loomian. Hello, Hi Purple Plant Gaming. Welcome to the stream. Yes, Neverbear Dub. Mind Typhoon. So I just wasted 4 daily 2 tokens, and I somehow got my best Gamma find ever. Pairs well with Ignorant, gives Aklos, gloves Aklos, melee Spit Out. Delete Rogue Assault from it. Please let Aklos keep Drudge. I found a Gamma Rainbow Eliguana today. Lol, then Alpha Circulate right after. Wow, that is funny. But hey, Gamma Rainbow Eliguana is a cool find. I don't think anyone will argue from that. So yeah, I caught up. I caught off with chat. I'm sorry that I wasn't reading the chat. I was just trying to read the moves. And I can't set it up on another computer because it will lag the stream. So I'd have to do it on my phone where I'm reading the chat from. I need more essays before Loomunity event leaves. Yeah, it's so hard to get essays though, is the problem. It's so hard to get essays. It's really hard to get essays. Ooh. Give Mutagon Brawler type extreme speed. Trust? No. Pass. We already dealt with Brawn Boost Quick Punch. Brawn Boost Extreme Speed would be OP. No way. Yeah, even with the charm, finding SAs is a nightmare. I know. I 100% agree with you. I think they will add secret ability mints in the future, though. Or is it secret ability? No, it's ability patches, it's called. That will change its ability. Its ability patches, they're called. I want Cosmillion to get Brawn Boost and Magnify. I don't know. I could see why you wanted to get it, but would that make them too strong? I don't know. Maybe not. Trading community gonna go wild. They're traders. It doesn't matter. Nothing towards the traders. But having value for Loomians is kind of ridiculous. I've been trying to get SA Solneka and haven't gotten a single one. I got a few. I could give you one. I think I have like 4 or 5 SA, so I think I can give you one. I won't give it away till the stream ends, though, because I want to see if I can get the Obsidrugon. But I don't know, though. I don't have any boost away, so maybe I could just give it to you right now. Fellow adds the item which boosts accuracy of moves. Cosmillion will break the meta. Yeah, because it has so many good coverage moves. What do you think about the Dusket buffs? I don't know. Hasten on Dusket is going to be crazy. I don't know how to feel. I think Hasten Dusket might be too much, but we'll see. I might be wrong. SA Dusket Stonks be going up? Yes, it will 100% be going up. Shadow Sprint is now a must? Yes, absolutely. You will now be forced to run Shadow Sprint, because if you don't, Dusket will sweep you. And it has good enough coverage. It's I think it's that doesn't even mention its other moves, like getting stunned and Oppress getting buffed and it getting Frostbite as well. It's gotten so many buffs. So many buffs. Hasted's the big one, though. Does anyone have a Loomian with Vice Jaws? I've been trying to find one. I think I do. I can give you one. Let me just first... How many Vice Jaws Loomians are there in the game? Let me just check. Loomian Legacy Vice Jaws. Is it just Cramboss that learns it from level up? Is it legit just Cramboss that learns it from level up? Oh my god! It's legit just from Cramboss! Oh my god, it's horrible! No wonder why you don't have Vice Jaws. Squid! Funny squid guy. Let's see what ability you are. If you are a secret ability, I'll catch you. If not, then I'll run. Yeah, it's only on the Cramboss line. They need to add, I hope they add Vice Jaws as a level up move to Hunger, so people could actually get Vice Jaws. Hi Isaac Newbie, welcome to the stream. All of the starter alpha forms are trash. Okay, I wouldn't want to say all of them, but a lot of them are. What do you think of Cephalops Squid Band? Yes! It needed to be banned from the very beginning! Gammas are a different story. Yeah, the Gammas do look cool, though. It don't make sense, though, on Garlash and Florent. Garlash, it makes sense because it has jaws. It actually has jaws. And it is kind of like some kind of swordfish kind of guy. So it would make sense for it to have a metal-type move. Florent, on the other hand, it makes absolutely no sense for it to get Vice Jaws. But yeah, it's gonna get to hit ice types. What are 10 random PvPs I should get? What about Alpha Tata? Lol, it was so deserved. True except Zulong. Crazy how Cephalops has been busted since release. Cephalops has always been busted. Ever since they got goggles, too. I know. Yeah, it two-shots Lashent. It's gonna be even more powerful, because even though it loses Frost Beam, it will hit Lashent quad effectively, and since it's a melee move, it won't get weakened by petrifying. But you know what? I'm fine. I would rather get I would rather have Lashent get O-Code than Cephalops be overpowered, as funny as that sounds. 10 best Loomians for PvP in Season 3 prediction. Vesperado with Robust and Clever with Blood Drain, Demanding, and Drain Orb. But you also gotta include the description of the move. Melee Cephalops go bruh. So I know why Cephalops is getting Bug Bite. But yeah, so the 10 best Loomians for PvP for Season 3, I feel like Dusket's gonna be one of them. Tyrex and Lashent are gonna be up there too. Zulog will always be good. Zulog will never fall. Other Loomians that could be good for Season 3? Wiki Wiki, I don't know if it's gonna be a top 10, but Wiki Wiki is a Loomian I would want to watch. Tronics, I think it's gonna do pretty good in the meta too. I don't know, there's a lot of Loomians I think that could be up there. I thought Cephalops was gonna get Psychoblast. I must have been seeing things. Yeah, I think it's just getting parasitized. It's losing Brainwash and... Frost Beam. I'm using Bootsfish Carnia and it low-key cooks. I remember using PvP Pluff to counter Cephalops when it first came out. Yeah, that's funny that a ranged defensive Pluff can counter a Cephalops. It's kind of funny. And then Specialty Goggles came out, and then it no longer did. I'm going to use 3 bug types for Season 3, so pray for me. Good luck. Goggles, V-Smart Goggles, Rain, Hydroblast, Vishkarna, Wen. Thing is, if I were going to use that, I would have just used Rain Rush Arpaigo as the thing. Because Rain Rush Arpaigo hits a lot harder, and can get a speed boost, and it has Pivot with Zip Zap. Although I could definitely try it. Oh my god. What's y'all favorite Loomians? My favorite Loomian's 100% Geklo. Garbanthus Swolder and Impose 9 for Power Cuff Spurt Buzzlin. Oh god. Oh god. Get 3 fire types on that team ASAP. Get 3 fire types on that team ASAP. Oh, no. Get a fire type. Get Pyrolin. Get Pyrolin and 1 other fire type. And then get something that's quad resistant to air. Because, yeah, air types... The reason why I said fire types, because icicle traps would be a nightmare. Got Infernix planned? Good. No, actually, no. Use Pyrolin, because Infernix is weak to air. Then you'll have 4 air type weaknesses. With Pyrolin, you can have Fanny Flame. So, I would do Pyrolin. Jamie give Tyrex Mega Chomp already? I don't know if it should get Mega Chomp. Borderless has to be one of my favorites. I'm good. Garlash. Gleam PvP Soulburst Stoltooth 2. My favorite Loomian is Picolio, Banoki, Spreezy, and Helvantic. Those are some solid picks for favorite Loomians. Yeah, it has Chomp, so Mega Chomp makes sense. Thing is, I don't know if we should be buffing the funny Tyrex guy, is the thing. If it got Mega Chomp, it would be able to hit Loomians like Wiki, Tatab, Luminami even harder, and... What else would it hit? It would hit a lot of Loomians. Pure is my least favorite Loomian. Yeah, it makes sense. Spreezy's still usable? Definitely. Spreezy's very bulky on the melee side, and it's one of the few Loomians that kept Gust. Terradistant and Whippledrift. It has Poison Barbs, Gust, Sap Plant, Dodge, Provoke, RDS, and Pestilence. I'd let it hit Maw. Yeah. Yeah, Spreezy has a very annoying move pool. It's still pretty good. I want to say it's meta, but it's solid. And it's anti-meta right now, because Spreezy is not... No one prepares for Spreezy. No one prepares for it, so it's a lot harder to deal with if you don't have a Loomian that deals with it. Ah! Got some water. How long has it been since you used RTS Totemochi? It's actually been a little bit. I definitely want to use Return to Sender again. I used my most recent Return to Sender Loomian was Soulburst Slugling. Not Slugling. Soulburst Slugling. RTS Clutch Plushy Slugling. I have an idea for a funny Loomian I want to showcase in the future. My least favorite is Scampy. Wow, you really don't like Scampy? That's shocking. Scampy's so powerful. It's a small little shrimp, but it hits so hard. What's a good nature for Pyrolin since you recommend it for my free bug types? I would go either Robust Clever, Very Clever, or... I'll go either Robust Clever, Very Clever, or Smart Clever. Depending on what you want. If you want an overall defensive fire type, then Robust Clever. If you want a ranged defensive fire type, Very Clever. But if you want Pyrolin to hit decently hard, Smart Clever. Oh, you hate it PvP-wise. Yeah. It lost Tamp, didn't it? Scampy lost Tamp, but it's still powerful because it still has Brace. So it still has Brace Accelerate. I got Jolt Phage, not mainly for Scampy. You rely on Barb's Chip to get it in range. Hey, you gotta do whatever it takes to beat the Scampy. You don't want Scampy to sweep your team. I use Oblast to stall it? Can Oblast stall it? It does hit its weaker side. When Scampy does hit its melee defensive side. Yo, Josh, how you doing? Doing pretty well, Dan. I'm doing pretty well. I am hunting for the different colored Obsidrugons. I got 4 of the 6. I need the green and purple Obsidrugon. I am looking for green and purple. But I found some other cool things. Like, I found a white Cosmere, a black Cosmere, and a red Wisped Obsidrugon. Unfortunately, it was Premonition and not Sharp Edges. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'm just trying to find the normal colored Obsidrugons. Just so to say I have them all. I want them in my OT if I can. And I'm using a Robusta skit, so they'll have the right trait. For me, Magnified Dobo and Counterpoise Solder. Counterpoise Solder is going to be interesting, because the unexpected priority move can come in. I still feel like it's good to use Parasitize more, because Parasitize can help it heal. So it's going to be interesting. Does people want priority on Solder? On the Brawn Boost variants, probably. But on the non-Brawn Boost variants, I think Parasitize is better. Magnify priority bug type attack is interesting. Josh, when I battled you, you're lucky I wasn't using Stall Picolio. Exactly. I know, thank God yours was Icicle Trap and not Scapegoat, Sap Plant, Dodge, Slumber. Or Pob, Scapegoat, Sap Plant, Slumber. Oh no, Hullabaloo would be the other move, so... It would run Hullabaloo, so... You can't even get HP back. Alpha Pyro is blue, right? I don't remember the alpha for Pyroland. What is your least favorite PvP Loomian in the face right now? Thaumon's gotta be up there. Thaumon is just so scary to face sometimes. And I don't know why. My teams are always weak to Thaumon. I don't know why. But my teams are always weak to Thaumon. Oh! Dusket. Do you have a secret ability? Da-da-da. Yeah, my priority too. Harmonize. I'm scared that Cosmere U is getting outbursts, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I think Cosmere is gonna be fine. Because the thing is with Cosmere, it still can't hit metal. Well, no, it has Fire Slam, but it still can't hit metals very hard. And plus, it will lose strength every time it uses Outburst. So there we go. So all we need is green and purple. Is running SA Tata with Barter Dry Ice evil? I don't know if you want Barter Dry Ice. I think you want Thunder Orb still. The reason why you want Thunder Orb still is because if you're running a secret ability Tatab, you want to run Splitting Headache, because you want Splitting Headache to hit toxic types, because 140 power move that hits toxic super effectively is pretty good. Okay, another Black Cosmere. I'll only catch him now if they're SA. You could use Volcanic Ash too, but Volcanic Ash will weaken your melee type moves if you want to run them. With Thriving Pace, you don't get a speed drop from getting paralyzed. Yeah, that stings on Tatab too. Oh, it's getting slapped down too. I didn't even know that. Well, that's going to be an interesting set then. Nimble, Specialty Gloves, Cosmere. That's going to be interesting. I want to see how that does. Alpha Pyroland is silver and pink. Gamma Pyroland is black and blue. Nerfing ranged attack is why I run it to be annoying. Yeah, like you could do that. Like you could stun ranged attackers if you barter Dry Ice, but I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's better to just run Thunder Orb and then run Jungle Jitsu, Timber Thrash, Splitting Headache, and then a fourth move of your choice. It could either be barter It could be Mudslide, it could be Poison, it could be Toxic Tail. But your fourth move, you have an open fourth move of your choice. I hate Paralyzed, my luck is against me. The Shadow Veil, there is something I want to say. You cannot get fully paralyzed anymore. So, the Paralyzed effect in Loomian Legacy only cuts down your speed. It has nothing to do with... You can never get fully parried ever again. Which is awesome. Yep, you cannot get fully parried now in Loomian Legacy. It only just cuts your speed. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think Thunder Orb on Tata would work. On a secret ability variant. What is the moveset I have for it? It's normal. For normal Tatab. Yeah, you don't want to lower your speed on a normal Tatab. Maybe you could run... I don't know how you... For normal Tatab, you don't want Splitting Headache. So, Dry Ice on a Awakening Tatab would work, because you're not running any ranged attacks on that one. Oh, it disables passive energy regen, too. Yep, you're right, West Form. Yep. It does do that, but it never fully paralyzes you anymore. Why is Ronsador so fast? No clue. Ronsador is very powerful. Hi, Freddy. Welcome to the stream. W change. So far, Dry Ice has been a win condition if I barter on ranged attackers if my Tatab can't win against them. So basically, Loomian's like Ronsador. Not Lashent too much, because Lashent's a melee attacker. Mainly Ronsador. Ronsador is the big one. Ronsador is the big one, I think. Oh, Nemesis too. If you can barter it away before it outspeeds you. Josh, do you think a panda that's a samurai and a plant and is plant simple be cool? I think that would be cool. I would be a cool Loomian. Specialty gloves cause mere outburst. 200 HP, 200 brawny, Sarkame. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Guaranteed 2-hit KO, but that's if Outburst is full power twice in a row. Because the thing is, Outburst doesn't stay 125 power for both attacks. I used to use Dyborg as a crippler, barter, heavy shackles on something like Zulong until Soulburst came along. Yeah. Oh, Joshua, what are your thoughts on that Nemesis and Tatab combo for real next season? Oh, are you talking about the Impose variant? Or... I don't know. I've never heard about this combo before. I think they're going to be good, because Nemesis hits everything, and Tatab hits everything. The Loomians that Tatab can't hit, which are Toxic types, Crack Lola, and Your Snack, Nemesis can hit with Jetstream, at least Your Snack and Crack. Toxic types are still a problem, but you can add a Loomian for Toxic types in mind. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. What is the best Soul Burst right now, in your opinion, or the top 3? I'm going to be ranking all of the Soul Burst tonight. Like, there's not going to be an upload tomorrow, because I want to be... tonight, I'm going to do the script. I'm going to make the list tonight, and I'm going to write the script. I want to make ranking all the Soul Burst video out for tomorrow. I have not started yet. It does have a use right now. Actually, Impose Nemesis does have a use. You could give it something like... You could give it like a status condition and then KO it. And then you go into Servlin, Vengeance Boosted Servlin with Ill Will. And then you just click 140 base power Ill Will on everything. So it does have a niche. Or you could go into Metronet with it. Or, no, not Metro. It'd be like Odiyaga, because Odiyaga has Stab Boosted Splitting Headache. So it has a couple niches. The Jimmy line should have been a 3-stage. Yeah, I agree. I think a 3-stage evolution for Picolio would make sense. will not be broken with Dusket. Nemesis with Dusket and Odiaga might be good. What is with all the Nemesis hype going into season? Did Nemesis get a new move I didn't know about other than it potentially healing an ally in doubles? I know Nemesis is good. It's a top 20 PvP Loomian. But what's going on? Hyper Frail. Oh, that's brutal. Rest in peace. Rest in peace to that poor Nemesis. Come on. Oh, that's new? What is it getting? Is Nemesis getting something new? I know it's getting a new dark type move, but it only does a little bit more damage, and it's something that is going to mainly be used in doubles, not singles. It's kind of like what Pharaohblast and Douse is, but just his signature moves on Nimue and Nemesis. So, I don't get the appeal of Nemesis. I'm not saying that it ain't bad, but Nemesis is... Like, I'm not saying Nemesis is bad, but what did Nemesis get that's gonna make it combo well in Season 3? So Fearful Sin is like Savage Greed. Huh? Maybe I missed something, I don't know. Do you think Soul NECA is broken for Season 3 or balance? I think Soul NECA's fine. I think there are ways to beat it. I think Soul NECA's okay. I don't think it's overpowered. At least not yet. I need to see Soul NECA in rank first, though, before I say a thing. Yeah, yeah, Nimure's move is like that. Yeah, we already have Luxor and Umbrat. Yeah, I think Soul NECA's fine. I don't think it needs to be banned for Season 3. I don't think it will be banned in Season 3. The only reason why it was banned for Season 2 is because... Yeah, it was added in the middle of the ranked season. Did you find a colored Obsidrugon yet? Yeah, I found yellow and red. I have 2 more left. I need to get green and purple. I already had red, blue, and orange heading into the stream. I found yellow pretty much immediately, and then 10 minutes later, I found it a red wisp. So hopefully I find the other 2 colors relatively soon. Did you see Twilight Line get drudged? Yep, I did hear about that. The only thing I will say is that Teclipse is going to be annoying yet again. When is Teclipse ever going to be annoying? The famous Feral. Yep, the famous YouTuber. The famous Feral. The famous top 25 player. How you doing? I think he also streams as well. I think he also does a lot of streams as well. My box Eclipse could make a comeback. Yep. Yeah, melee to Eclipse. No. Not melee to Eclipse. Mixed to Eclipse is about to go bruh. Power Focus mixed Eclipse. No one will ever see that one coming. Soul NECA can run a lot of sets. Yeah, it can. That's what makes Soul NECA so dangerous. It can run offense, defense, support, melee, range, tank, support. It can pretty much do everything. The only move it doesn't have is Slash and Flay. The only move that it should really want. Hey, what about Pyrolint's TPs? I think you should run it as like a range defense and max out its range defense and health. And then the rest of the TPs can either go in speed, health, either speed, ranged attack, or energy. Is Soul NECA top 20 right now? I don't know, actually. I don't know, honestly. I think it has top 20 potential. I don't know if it is top 20. I gotta play with it a little bit more. What do you think of a Renosaur, Butcher, and slashing moves? Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a great ability for Renosaur. It's a nice alternative. It's a lot more consistent than Venomous Wrath. And it will also be more... It's a lot more consistent. I don't think it's as good as Venomous Wrath, but it's going to be a lot more consistent. Yeah, Solneka does get soloed by Celesting, but other than that, it hits Tyrex and Lashent super effectively if it has Fire Breath. It has priority. It doesn't do great versus Eliguana, but it can set up on it. You could set up on the Eliguana. I'm trying to think. Other than Celesting, is there anything that can switch into it? Valkyrie under speeds, but that's not meta right now. Stellar Chime is the reason I use a melee move on Solneka. Yep, exactly. Yeah, Brutal Wrath, I bet. I said the ability wrong. Solneka, best Dusket counter for real? Dusket has... Oh, no, it's not. Dusket has Psycho Blast, which hits it neutrally. Not necessarily a counter. Unless you're using the bug priority move, I guess. Yeah, absolutely overkill, Feral. I have no clue why Jamie wants to give Dusket Hasten. Keep in mind, I want to tell y'all a fun story. I'm going to tell y'all a story about... Okay, so there is a certain Loomian in the past that had over 130 attack and 109 speed that was given Drudge. That certain Loomian was named Solber Stoltu. Remember how broken Solber Stoltooth was when it got out with Drudge? You can see why I think Hasten on Dusket is going to be overpowered. Because Drudge on Solber Stoltooth was overpowered. It's like giving a Loomian with over 100 speed stat a setup move that increases its speed, makes it overpowered. So yeah. Yeah. Y'all can see why I don't think Hasten on Dusket's a good idea. And Oppress with the 50% chance to para as well. So yeah, that's another thing. I really hope there's a balanced team in the future because Dusket is so broken. I hope so too. I feel like Hasten Dusket's a mistake. We'll see though. I don't think it's as much as a mistake though as Wobblisk with Bitter Cold. I still think Wobblisk with Bitter Cold is quite possibly the worst balance change of all time. I don't agree with that one at all. I do not agree with Bitter Cold Wobblisk at all. At least it doesn't have a consistent healing move, but still. Bitter Cold Wobblisk is going to be such a pain. Hear me out, Restrictive Shield v Smart Picolio. Yes. Let's get any love though. A laughter now. It finally got something though. Yeah, it finally got something. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I'm sorry. I'm okay though, because it suffer from 4-move syndrome. Does it not? Not really. Dusket does a little bit, but it's always going to run Psycho Blast, and it's always going to run Hasten. And then it has 3 moves. And then it has 3 moves for its last 2 spots. It can run Pyrokinesis to hit Lashent and Tyrex, or Dark Surge to hit Solber Celesting. You could drop Spectral Burst stat, but I don't think it's needed. I think you need Spectral Burst to hit Brawlers and other Spirit types. So I think you still need Spectral Burst or Oppress. But its 4th move is either Pyrokinesis for Lashent and Tyrex, or Dark Surge for Celesting. So 50% of the time it will be Pyrokinesis, and 50% of the time it will be Dark Surge. Oh, and you have the status conditions too, but I don't think a Hasten Dusket would run the other status moves unless it's running Oppress. How well do you think Revenine will perform thanks to the new buffs it got? Revenine got a new buff? When? When did Revenine get a new buff? What's going to be the best Dusket counter for Season 3? Shadow Sprint. Everyone's going to run at least one Shadow Sprint Loomian on their team for Dusket. I will guarantee it, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 Shadow Sprint Loomians on every single team. Because of Dusket. Or just priority moves altogether. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if Adaptive Assault Servalin is still there. Because, yeah, Adaptive Assault Servalin will still do over half to a Dusket with Vengeance. Kind of funny. Wildfire, Land Torch, and Fallen are still going to be common, probably. Priority moves are going to be everywhere. Priority moves are going to be everywhere. The reason why, keep in mind, this meta is already very fast. So yeah, it's going to be even faster. Oh, I got the new blasting moves. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Revenine's getting Drudge. Okay. Now this one I can agree with. You know what? Revenine getting Drudge, that's fair. First of all, it doesn't have the highest melee attack stat. And it doesn't have the best melee moves that synergize well. Like, Drudge and Fade Away will be interesting. But it also doesn't have the highest melee attack stat. And it's very frail. Meaning it's a lot harder to set up Drudge. So, Drudge on Revenine would actually be fair. Drudge on Revenine would actually be fair. Hasted on Dusket, on the other hand, not so much. That's once the level cap increases. Yeah, once the level cap increases, there'll be a lot of new moves at it. Like, I think Rogue Assault, Servalin, Drudge, Revenine, and a couple other moves as well. Cosmic Chime on Celesting. And probably a couple other moves as well. I wonder when the next level ups will be. I wonder when the next level ups will be. I wonder when the next level cap will be. Well, the Obsidrugon grind has been slowing down a little bit, I won't lie. The Obsidrugon grind has been slowing down a bit. Oh gosh. Alright. And a dream. Route 9 for real, probably 60, maybe 60 or 70. I can't wait for Route 9. Oh, Route 9 is going to be exciting. Kizune is getting Nature's Force at 53. Yep. It's actually going to be able to hit Earth types, which is going to give it a niche compared to Zulong, who can't hit Cenomars, who will get insulated. I rallied another Weavolt. That's Alpha, not SA. Earth types, watch out. It could get Tsunami? No, it's not getting Tsunami. No way. No way Kizune's getting Tsunami. Right? Right? All Fish Karna needs is Deep Freeze, and then it would be an OU threat. I don't know. I think it could be. It would give it a move to hit other waters. It would give it a move to actually hit water types for decent damage. Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't know how a Loomian that's quad weak to water can summon tsunamis. I don't know how a Loomian that physically can't dies when it touches water can physically summon tsunamis. Maybe if it gets tsunami, it should OHKO itself. Because it's quad weak to it. Okay, time to rally a Gleam Guardian Bari. Yeah, they will. Its main issue is how bad it is against other waters. Do you think that Tamp should be removed from Gasstroke? Yes, absolutely. It should absolutely... I don't know why it hasn't lost Tamp already, but Gasstroke should definitely lose Tamp. It's not even that it's even that broken or anything. It's just boring. Tamp on Gasstroke is just it's just boring. Every time I run a Gasstroke, I don't run Tamp because it's that boring. I would rather run any other move. I would rather run Sap Plant or Mudslide or other moves other than that. That's how annoying Tamp is. I don't know why, actually. I don't know why we talk about Tap Gas Strike. I think there's always at least one person that talks about it. So, that's why I talk about it. But yeah, I don't know why I talk about that a lot. Stall in general is so boring, at least for me. Yeah, Stall is pretty annoying. I don't think it's a terrible playstyle, but it's definitely a lot slower pace compared to the other playstyles. When do you think Infernix and Colosso will get their Soul Bursts? I think an Infernix Soul Burst would be cool. I would wait on Colossotrops. Ever going to be added? I think that's going to be added in Route 9. Either in Route 9 or at Route 9. My only GSA is the Ludrix. I love it when I just click a move and see opponent faint. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Windolin ability just bypasses enchantments and scapegoat, but I might do it. I still remember the time I got Goggles, Hotfoot, and Infernix Sweep under Heatwave. Does it learn... Hey, question, Feral. Does Infernix learn Flare Blast? Can Infernix learn Flare Blast? You got double Power Napper users with pivots. Purelin just does it. Oh no. What is your opinion on Banana Split bypassing Regift? I think I'm okay with Banana Split passing Regift, because the thing is, with Banana Split, you're losing a Loomian. It does learn Flare Blast. Ooh! You know what, Feral? I might showcase it. I might want to showcase that. It seems pretty fun. And since it has Hotfoot, it doesn't have to run Nimble. It can run Smart. I don't have to invest that much into its speed. I could just run Smart, rely on the heat being up, which it's not going to be easy to set up, to be fair, because I would be forced to run either Crackalola or Bellaforge to get it up. But yeah. And it absolutely nukes stuff. And I'm making a SA Rachel plushie Infernix with Mag run wild in the streets. Oh, it does nice, yes. Shadow, if it's be nimble, evolve it to Hydralin. Oh no, don't evolve it to Hydralin. That's a bad idea. Do you think it'll ever get Life Orb that it might outclass Essences? It's definitely not going to outclass Essences because you don't. That recoil adds up after a while. It'll probably outclass Cuffs though. Once the weather summoning items get added, I'd want to use Mag, Flare Blast, Weather Summon, Hotfoot, Infernix. I was thinking Melee, Vari Evolution. Hydralin sucks. Oh no, that's an understatement, Feral. Feral? That's an understatement. Hydro Fraud doesn't just suck. It's Nautlic levels of bad. It might be the... Once Nautlic gets wise, Hydralin might be the worst Loomian in the game. Real ones know Life Orb is a terrible item. Yeah, Life Orb has recoil. It's a cool item, and I think it will be used over Cuffs. But that recoil does add up. It's only going to be good on certain Loomians. Life Orb would be great on Bonfino, actually. Thank you for the Infernix, Josh. Feral, just wait until we get the Scooper. Colossotrops getting Vine Lash is going to make Rachel plushie Pearl Armor Brawn Boost sets good. Yeah, because the thing is, it's an option. It's a move that will not recoil Colossotrops. Even though Timber Thrash is stronger, Vine Lash does not cause recoil, which for a sweeping variant of Colossotrops, Vine Lash is better because you're taking damage from Frail Armor. True Blast or Draco Beam? It depends. Do you want it to be a setup variant, or do you want it to be a hard-hitting variant? If it's hard-hitting, Draco Beam. Setup variant, True Blast. Just evolve a Vari into Windolin or Wrestling? Yeah, Windolin will probably be the option. Windolin would probably be the option there. I might just give it Sharp Claws v Nimble Windolin. Yeah, have it with Very Nimble, and then run, like, Gloves, Fade Away. Gloves, Fade Away, Shadow Sprint, Dazzling, and Mega Chomp. But I do think that Life Orb plus Do or Die is kind of gambling, to say the words. Do or Die Life Orb. Oh, man. Do or die life orb. That's going to be something, alright. 60% damage increase. That's actually something I am curious about. Would life orb add on to do or die damage, or will they not stack? Like, would the damage stack, but would the secondary effects not stack? That is actually something I am curious about. Sharp Claws is normal ability. Do you think if Sumo Beetle ever got Power Up Punch, that would become an Uber? Oh yeah, Power Up Punch would actually make it an Uber. What would you recommend as a set for Odayaka? I don't know, actually. I haven't used Odayaka in a while. The best Odayaka I know about is Scapegoat Health Amulet, Palm, with Psychoblast Fire Breath. That's the set I know the most of, and it's a stall-breaking Odayaka set. Love dying in 5 turns? Yeah. Hey, I will say this, Corey. 5 turns is enough to catch 5 Okos. If you can get 5 Okos, it's worth it. Do or die life orb. I still think the Shell or Draco... I still think Shell and Goggles will be better on Ronsador and Landtorch. Life Orb, Hasty Kirlin. Oh, that will be funny. That would be fun. It's like 500 with the V Brawny. Yeah. Hasty Kirlin's something alright. And it's getting Blaze Rush too. Gloves, Life Orb, Mind Drain, Nautlet. Why is Nautlet? Yeah! Yeah, Nautlet with Wise is actually going to be decent, especially under Bane of Haste. I feel like Nautlet's going to be very good under Bane of Haste now. 20% recoil is some heinous work. Totally, I know. Oh, yeah. Guys, this will make... Will this SA ability Virtuoso Tone Deaf? Jamie would make them both stack. Oh, yeah, you're right. Jamie would. Jamie would make them definitely both stack. Tone Deaf Raging Howl would hit hard. Kirlin calcs are funny. I want to use Blaze Rush Kirlin when that comes out. I can't wait for Scope Lens so Nevermare can pop off. Yep. It reverse swept so much. Gloves, 2-hit KOs, Tyrex with Outbursts. Oh, man. That's crazy. Not to mention it has Blaze Rush too, so just the next turn it clicks Blaze Rush and outspeeds everything. How do you counter Battle Chime Trumbull? The best way to counter that is to hit it as it Battle Chimes. You'll lose a Loomian, then you go into Thawman or Landtorch or Servalin and outspeed it and Oko it in return. I don't know if there's any Loomians that could live +6. I don't know. I gotta think about that. Would Life Orb Desperado actually work because of demanding? That's interesting. That could actually work, actually. Although, Life Orb Desperado on Awakening is better. Use this Vibrani Gloves, Watcher Lashent. I actually did the calc with Vibrani Gloves, Watcher Lashent. Oh no, I tried it with Fog. It doesn't work. I don't get the appeal. Yeah, one-shot's Zerkame, but I don't think it works that well. Use the Soulburst Celestine Raid Killer. Society if Kirlin never misses. Yeah, if Kirlin never missed, it would be probably a meta threat that would probably be in the top 5. But it misses, and no one wants their Loomian to miss. Oh! Cosmere. Okay, it's a Cosmere. I'm gonna see if this is SA. By the way, there's 21 people watching the stream. Thank you all very much. I missed us absolutely washing the heck out of SA Celestine raids. Yeah, those Celestine raids were so freaking easy. I remember them. They were so easy. Oh, also, Josh, what do you think of Sharp Claws Restrictive Armor Garbantus? That is very scary. That's pretty scary, but I think Battering Ram Trash Armor's better. I think Trash Armor's better, though. But yeah, that is definitely interesting. Want to know what I used with Fog and Dream Teams before Fog got reworked? What is it? So how do we feel about the Drain Orb and Mystic Want buffs? I think the buffs are decent. I think the buffs are pretty good. You're welcome. Like, loves Body Slam to a KO Loomunity. If it's slapped down, oh my god. Oh, let's not even remember the fact. It has Sharpen too. What is Sharpen? It has Sharpen and Mega Kick as well. Oh my goodness. So yeah, it would probably run... The moves it would run is probably Outburst, Primal Slash, one of those two ancient moves, Sharpen, Blaze Rush, and then it would be an option of Mega Kick, Body Slam, or Scapegoat as its final move. That would be probably what Carolyn would run. Rachel Plushie Anomaly Sea Drake with Stretch. It basically go into Sea Drake on the late turns of Fog. Set up Stretch and then pop off on Rachel Plushie, and then I sweep with Thorn Slit. Oh, that is interesting. I don't think Fog works like that, unfortunately, anymore. But yeah, when it did, that is actually kind of crazy. Probably hard to use too, because you gotta use your turns correctly with Sea Drake. I don't think setup is the way with Carolyn. Just click buttons and pray. I don't like praying with Carolyn. Thing is, setup's going to be a lot easier with Carolyn. Like, the reason why setup Carolyn did not work in the past is because it took too long, the setup in the past. You would need one Stretch and one Sharpen, which just simply took way too long to set up. Now, you can click Blaze Rush to get your speed increase, and Blaze Rush is an attacking move. So it's a lot easier to actually get your speed increase. All you need is potentially one Sharpen, and you could win the game on the spot. Sup, Corey? I saw what Roblox game you were playing earlier. It's peak, bro. Josh, remember when you ranked all Pixar movies? Do that again with DreamWorks? I would love to rank all the DreamWorks movies, but I haven't watched all the DreamWorks movies. I actually have not watched all the DreamWorks movies. And even though I like a lot of the DreamWorks movies, a lot of them better than the Pixar ones, there are some very bad DreamWorks movies that I don't even want to think about watching. Like, who in the world wants to watch Boss Baby? Let's just be honest. I don't want to torture myself to watch Boss Baby. That by itself is the reason why I wouldn't want to make a tier list of DreamWorks. At least with Pixar, even its bad movies are at least watchable. DreamWorks, when they make a bad movie, oh god, it's torture. Boss Baby is peak. Nah. That's cap. Nah. Boss Baby's not peak. I'm sorry. I've seen scenes. I mean, I understand why some people would like it. It's so cringy. I'm sorry. Boss Baby's so cringe. The number of baby butt scenes. Oh my god. The amount of scenes with babies and butts in it just makes me want to slam my head on a wall. What about Blue Sky? Or I haven't seen any of the Laka movies. I've seen Blue Sky and Sony. I haven't watched all the Blue Sky or Sony though either. I gotta watch all the movies if I want to rank them all. Puss in Boots 2 Last Wish. Bro, but babies versus puppies is very important. Is there even a... I guess that is a part. Yeah. Nah, I'll go with puppies any day of the week. Any day of the week, puppies are better than babies. Puss in Boots Last Wish, anyone? Yeah, that movie's peak. That's probably, in my opinion, out of all the movies in the 2020s, my top 3 favorite animated movies: Last Wish, Wild Robot, Inside Out 2. All of them came out in the 2020s. Yeah, that's the entire plot of the first movie. I haven't seen the second movie. Yeah, exactly. Cardi is gone. Yep, exactly. Puss in Boots show is peak. I don't think I've seen the show. Second one is eh. Josh, I'm angry today. What is it, Shy God? Oh, were you the person that recommended the Soulburst Crackalola under Bana Haze? Because I forgot the person who told me to showcase it. Which I'm sorry about. I should have mentioned y'all in the video. Oh, it's not that? Oh. Then what is it? Yeah, Last Wish. Last Wish is peak. Like, honestly, between the... I don't know what my favorite movie is from DreamWorks. It's either Last Wish or Wild Robot. Wild Robot is probably objectively the best movie. I don't know, I like Last Wish more. I think Last Wish just hit with me more, you know? I'm gonna play the Hatch. Because I won't... Yeah, I'm not playing the Hatch. Oh, you didn't battle me. Kind of me being selfish. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I wasn't looking at chat. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the chat. By the way, these Obsidrugons are not common. These 1 in 500 really is rare when you're really hunting this strictly for them. My favorite DreamWorks film is The Croods. I've seen the first Croods. I haven't seen the sequel. First Croods was fine. I haven't watched the second one, though. Hi, Bullet. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Puss in Boots' Last Wish was absolute peak. Croods 2 was meh. Okay. I'm not sure. I should definitely watch it at some point, though. If I have time, yeah, definitely. Still haven't watched Elio either. I haven't watched Elio yet either. So I don't know where Elio would rank in my Pixar list. I don't know where Elio would rank. I haven't watched it. Haven't seen it. I heard it bombed in the box office, but just because it bombed in the box office doesn't mean a movie's bad. Because, remember, Elemental bombed in the box office, and I watched it. And I actually really liked it. I don't understand why it bombed. Mr. Peabody and Sherman's Peak. Haven't watched that movie, actually. I heard it was good, but I haven't watched it. Elio was kind of eh. That's kind of how I felt like. When I saw the trailers for Elio, it just kind of felt like a mix-up of other plots that Pixar done before. That's what it kind of felt like. I'm not sure if it is like that. I don't know if they have something in the movie that's gonna flip my expectations. But, I don't know. That's what it kind of felt like when I... That's kind of how I felt like when I watched the trailers. Have you watched Book of Life? I haven't. I actually haven't watched it. Lilo and Stitch? Oh, I watched Lilo and Stitch. I watched the original Lilo and Stitch, and I did torture myself. I watched the live-action variant. And can I tell you how I feel about the live-action variant? This is my head. That was my head slamming the table, if y'all were wondering. It completely killed the original message. They killed it! They killed it! You know how the original... Okay, I probably should not spoil live-action Lilo and Stitch if anyone hasn't watched it yet, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is the thing. This is the thing. Like, with live-action remakes, I soften my opinion on live-action remakes. Because the thing is, live-action remakes, if they don't completely kill the original message of the original movie, you at least have a movie to watch. You at least have a masterpiece of a movie to watch in live-action. Yes, I would definitely never watch the live-action version over the animated version, but at least that option is there. And that's what a remake is supposed to do. But with Lilo and Stitch live action, it just felt completely different. It felt very drama related, and you know how the original message of the original Lilo and Stitch was Ohana means family, no one gets left behind? You get that message? Well, I forgot the name of the sister of Lilo's sister. Nana? Tried to give her away. Yeah, that by itself completely killed it for me. I love it when Disney completely kills the message of a movie. A perfectly good message into their remakes. I love it. I love it. I totally love it. They killed it. They murdered it. They murdered it. I hate it when movies absolutely destroy the message of the original movie. I hate it. I hate it. It's horrible. And the thing that sucks is that the rest of the movie's actually alright. But that completely killing the whole Ohana message and not having Gantu return as the villain killed it. Absolutely killed the live action. It could have been at least okay. If they just made a 1-to-1 remake of Lilo and Stitch and Lilo and Stitch live action, it actually would have been alright. It wouldn't have been good, but it would have been alright at least. But no, they have to kill Ohana. Yeah, they have to kill that message. And they don't return Gantu as the villain. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know the live action remakes aren't good, but it would have been at least watchable. They had something with it. They had something with live action Lilo and Stitch. They had something there. And they killed it. They murdered it. They murdered it. They murdered it. I adore How to Train Your Dragon. I haven't watched live action How to Train Your Dragon yet. I heard it was solid, but I haven't watched live action How to Train Your Dragon. I watched the original. I watched all 3 of the How to Train Your Dragons. They're all awesome. Enough said. I love all the How to Train Your Dragons. I love all of them. Question, how would y'all rank the How to Train Your Dragon movies? Honestly, all 3 of them are pretty equal with me. But if I were to rank all 3, I think it's going to be very unpopular. I think it would be... I think it would be How to Train Your Dragon 2 at 3, Hidden World at 2, and then the original at 1. But all of them are very close to each other. Hidden World and number 2 could be flip-flop, depending on how I feel. All of them are really good. How to Train Your Dragon is just good in every circumstance. Yeah. I don't like 3 that much, but it's not bad. Yeah, it's understandable. I really like the ending of 3. And I also like the villain in 3 a lot better than in 2. I like the Dragon Killer. I forgot his name, but I really like the Dragon Killer for 3. I think I would put either 2 or 1 at first place. I could see why people love 2. I think a lot of people put 2 at number 1. The reason why I didn't like 2 as much, and it's kind of petty, I didn't like Drago that much. I think Drago was kind of a lousy villain. He had good lines, but I really did not like how he gave Hiccup the chance to save Toothless. It just, I don't know, I didn't really like that scene too much. Other than that, though, I did really like 2. Yeah, Grimmel. Yeah, Grimmel. Yeah, Grimmel was the name. Yeah, he was... I liked him a lot better than Drago. And I really liked the scene where Hiccup was in his room, Grimmel and Hiccup were in the room, and Hiccup had, like, that fiery sword that, like, lit up the room. Like, that was badass. That scene was badass. Yeah, I really like Hidden World. I like Hidden World. I like all 3 of the How to Train Your Dragons, but I think the original is the best one. Mainly because I really like the Red Death. The Red Death scene, and also just the start of the... Usually the first movies tend to do a lot. I don't know why, I really like the first movie. It just has something that the other 2, as good as 2 and 3 were, just did not have for me. Even though 2 and 3 are very good themselves. But yeah, in my opinion, I think 2 is number 3, 3 is Hidden World's number 2, and the original's number 1. But all of them can flip-flop depending on how I feel. They're all very close to each other, and all of them are awesome. You won't get disappointed by any of them. Yeah, exactly. That's how dangerous Grimmel was. Like, he just was a lot more effective as a villain than Drago was. Nothing towards Drago. I think Drago had some good lines, but I just didn't like how he allowed Hiccup to save Toothless at the end. I understand that he was just kind of surprised, but still, like, don't even give him the opportunity. Also, when he saw that Toothless... Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. When he saw that Toothless did not kill Hiccup, he just kind of walked away. He didn't... He saw that Hiccup was still alive. Stoic was dead, but he saw that Hiccup was still alive. I mean, I understand it was a big point of the movie, but still. Like, just kind of a missed opportunity there. Even though Stoic's death was kind of heartbreaking. Was very tragic at that point of the movie. Which, by the way, is still probably one of the most intense scenes of... Probably still one of the most emotional scenes in the entire franchise. I'll give it that. But yeah, all the movies are really good. Oh yeah, the gruesome death as well. Falling into the water while Hiccup unscrewed his leg. That was badass. Honestly, that's the best word to set... The whole How to Train Your Dragon series... Also, free shard. The whole How to Train Your Dragon series can be described in 2 words. Badass and beautiful. At the same... The whole How to Train Your Dragons trilogy can be explained in those 2 words. Yeah, the Bewilderbeast was pretty cool as well. Honestly, everything about all 3 of the movies were good. Not really many flaws to say about any of them. Maybe other than the side characters can be kind of annoying sometimes, and maybe... And also, a couple parts of the second movie I think could have been done better, but other than that... The whole How to Train Your Dragon series was awesome. And it felt so weird, because it doesn't feel like something that would come out of DreamWorks. Like, nothing towards DreamWorks. DreamWorks makes amazing movies. I mean, they made Shrek and they made Kung Fu Panda, which... Those 2 series are awesome, but those stay within the DreamWorks catalog. They stay within the DreamWorks style of humor. When How to Train Your Dragon just feels so anti-DreamWorks. It felt so... How to Train Your Dragon feels like something that's out of Disney than it is out of DreamWorks. But it's still so good. It works perfectly well. Exactly. Yeah, oh yeah, in 1. In 1 it was perfect. That makes sense. Red Death died too fast, in my opinion? I don't know. I don't know. The Red Death scene was awesome. I guess that's a fair... That is fair. All it did was shoot its breath into its mouth, and then its wings started burning, and the boob crashes into a vault. Yeah, I guess that is fair, but the thing I really like about the battle between Toothless and Red Death is that you were able to see... They didn't really nerf Red Death. Like, Red Death was was big. Like, you think the Red Death would beat Toothless easily, because it's so much bigger. But if they were actually able to capitalize Toothless's strengths, and it actually would make sense on how Toothless would be able to defeat the Red Death. You know, it would fly around stealthily in the air, hiding, hitting all the weak spots of Red Death, before eventually making the perfect shot right in the mouth that would eventually kill it. Like, just such a very good way. Like, it was such a very good battle because it was able to capitalize on Toothless's strength as a knife theory. And it wasn't like the Tai Lung Po battle from Kung Fu Panda, where as good as Kung Fu Panda was, they did definitely nerf Tai Lung a bit to definitely make Po beat him. Nothing towards that battle. I think it definitely showed a lot of Po's strengths. And the reason why Tai Lung was nerfed is because he was flustered about the Dragon Scroll, but still. I still think they nerfed Tai Lung in that final battle, when in the Red Death battle in How to Train Your Dragon, the Red Death did not feel nerfed. It felt very threatening. And they made the battle in a way where it actually made sense for Toothless to actually come out on top. Size doesn't matter in fiction, to be honest, most of the time. I'm in your server? Oh, nice. What was the name of the white giant dragon? That was the Bewilderbeast. That's in the second movie, I think. Yeah, the white... That was the alpha dragon, at least until the end. I love how Kung Fu Panda looks like a generic kids film, but Kung Fu Panda is actually such a good movie. I know! Kung Fu Panda, the whole Kung Fu Panda franchise is honestly done very well with its fight scenes, done with its emotional moments. Honestly, the whole Kung Fu Panda series is pretty good. Even 4. I know 4 wasn't that good, and 4 kinda was bad, but honestly, I've softened my opinions on Kung Fu Panda 4 a little bit. Yes, I still don't think it was that good, and I think it's the worst of the Kung Fu Pandas, but I don't know, the fight scenes are still decent. I like the dad scenes of Po's dads, and I think I saw the message they were trying to go with in 4. I didn't like the Fox character that much, and I didn't like the Chameleon. And I also didn't like the ending with the villains just accepting Poe. Like, it makes no sense. They're legit villains. Also, how is Kai still alive? Didn't Kai explode in the spirit realm? Didn't Kai explode in the spirit realm? How is Kai still alive? It makes sense for Tai Lung and Lord Shen to be alive, but how is Kai still alive? He exploded in the spirit realm. Does that mean he's gone? You know what I mean? Yeah, and the fact that they didn't... Yeah, I feel like they could have utilized Tai Lung's redemption arc better in 4. They didn't really do it that well in 4. Like, I saw what they were going with, so that's why I don't hate it. And I still think there was some good stuff with 4. But, yeah, it definitely is not as good as the original trilogy. 1, 2, and 3 were all really good. I loved all 3 of the original Kung Fu Pandas. In the 4th one, even though I liked it in some areas, I didn't like it in others. Like, why wasn't the Furious 5 in it? It makes no sense why the Furious 5 wasn't in it. Like, why couldn't Tigress be given the Dragon Warrior? Like, why couldn't it have been Tigress? Like, why couldn't it have been Tigress? Oh yeah, great. Oh yeah, I like 3 as well. I know people say that 3 isn't as good as the first 2, but I really like 3. I actually do really like 3. I think 3 does some stuff better than the first. I'm not saying it's better than the first one, but I feel like the message that they go with in the 3rd movie, I think is expanded a lot more than in the first. Yeah, I know. Charmeleon, the Chameleon's backstory of it not being a Kung Fu master because she's small makes no sense when legit Viper and Mantis exist. Just by the existence of Mantis, just pretty much completely misfolds her backstory altogether. The entire 3 movies, the Furious 5 has just always lost. Okay, I will defend the Furious 5 in 1 and 2. In 1 and 2, it makes sense why they lost to a force like Tai Lung. And they at least put up a good fight. And then in the 2nd movie, they faced a whole army and gunpowder. And once they were freed by Poe, they actually were pretty good in the 2nd movie. 3rd movie, I agree. I think the Furious 5 were pretty bad in the 3rd movie. I didn't like how they were implemented in the 3rd movie. When they all... Mainly all the Crane and... Mainly Mantis in the 3rd movie. I don't know why he ran into battle. It just got caught by Kai. It made no sense. And the thing that sucks, too, is they could have had a good moment there with Crane. They could have actually... If they made Crane actually escape and remind the rest of the members about Kai, it could have been a nice moment there for the Furious 5. But no, they just... Crane also got captured, and the other 2 got captured, and it was just Tigress. Like, they definitely had some missed opportunities in 3. Love how the other villains have had great backstories, but the lizards was just, I'm short, so I'm evil. Like, that's so stupid! Like, why was that its backstory? And they didn't even make the chameleon that intimidating. The thing that, like, okay, before the ending of the movie, what was the chameleon's worst thing it did in the movie? Let's be honest. What was the worst thing the chameleon did? She shapeshifted into an elephant and pushed the big bear down some stairs. Like, really? That's it? Keep in mind that Lord Shen called Panda genocide. Genocide of all pandas because of a prophecy. And also, General Kai destroyed the palace. The Jade Palace. And you compare that compared to push some dude down the steps. Like, just a huge missed opportunity for the Chameleon. The Chameleon was a massive missed opportunity. And it sucks because there's potential for the Chameleon to actually be a good villain. But yeah, just a huge missed opportunity. Mantis alone could hold up a dang bridge with the other Furious 5 members on it, and Tai Lung. That alone shows how much raw strength he has. Exactly! Like, yeah! Like, the first, even though the Furious 5 did lose their battles, all the Kung Fu Panda movies, especially 1 and 2, they actually showed all the abilities of the Furious 5 in battle. Oh yeah, Tai Lung's prison break was absolute peak. I agree. His prison break was awesome. I'm mistyping because of how peak it was. Yeah, That was... I don't think there'll ever be a better prison escape than that. That is probably one of the best prison escape scenes of maybe all time. Maybe of all of animation. Best of all of animation, probably. That was so peak. I still think my favorite battle from the original... Honestly, the original movie had some amazing battles. You know, you had the bridge scene, which was awesome. You had the prison break. And then you had the battle between Shifu and Tai Lung. All the stakes on the line. That battle was so emotional. That one might be my favorite battle from the entire Kung Fu Panda series. Maybe other than Inner Peace from the second movie. Other than the Inner Peace battle between Lord Shen and Po in the second movie, I think the battle between Tai Lung and Shifu might be my favorite Kung Fu Panda battle. Oh yeah, Mantis. Yeah, Mantis manhandle Po. And Po, nothing towards Po. But he isn't necessarily the most nimble fighter in the world. It's weird because there's always scenes... Honestly, I will say this. There is a plot point. There is a plot hole in the Kung Fu Panda series, which I do want to say. Just imagine if Death was in Kung Fu Panda. Oh, Death would get bodied. Nothing towards Death. Death is a very intimidating villain, but Death would get bodied. Death would get bodied by the Kung Fu Panda creatures. Easily. Easily. Would get bodied. Nothing towards Death. Death is a great villain, but they would get bodied. But yeah, there is a plot hole in the Kung Fu Panda series that I noticed. You know how Po struggles on going upstairs and he gets tired when going upstairs? Especially the first couple movies. And then he's able to jump off roofs just fine. Like, why is he so bad at going upstairs, but he can jump off roofs just fine? It makes no sense, but I don't care. It's a minor plot hole. It doesn't affect the overall movie. It's just an inconvenient plot hole that I noticed. Like, how can Po how can Po jump off roofs and do some super kung fu stuff fine, but he can't walk upstairs? Like, that's a little weird, don't y'all think? That's kind of a plot hole. Nothing towards the movies, of course. The chameleon is dumb. The lesson of the first film is anyone can fight. Yeah, exactly. It kind of goes against the original message of the first movie as well. Also, something about Kung Fu Panda 4 as well. Po literally created 5 new Tai Lungs. Not really, not to that extreme, but he literally made 5 new Tai Lungs, which is kind of funny. You know what would be cool? If they made, there's a person who did a versus edit of Po versus Stairs. I think there's legit a point where he says his worst enemy is Stairs. Yeah, his worst enemy is Stairs. Yeah, in the second movie, we meet again. Stairs. Yeah, Stairs are his worst enemy. Both in the first and second movie. Yeah, he doesn't like Stairs. Yeah, not to mention that... Yeah, that's the whole point of the original movie, is that anyone could fight. And then the chameleon's whole thing is that, oh, I'm too small, I can't fight. Even though Mantis exists. Yeah, it's definitely very weird. By the way, where are these Obsidrugons? I had a very good start finding the yellow and red one. Now, I haven't found any since. Where are the Obsidrugons? Where are they at? I'm still doing fine because I'm enjoying the stream, because I'm talking about stuff I like. I like talking about animated movies, or... I don't know why, animated movies are very fun to talk about. His weight is holding back his potential? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, though. Po definitely uses that weight for his strength sometimes. In the final battle versus Tai Lung, he has so much weight that Tai Lung's nerve attacks didn't really affect him. They didn't stun him at all. Which, I guess that was a cool showing of his capabilities. Yeah, they would definitely ruin his character. That's why they didn't do it. But I do like how they do use his strength as a positive sometimes. I mean, even in the second movie, there was that chase scene between him and the boss wolf. And Tigress kicked Po forward, and that sped him up. that eventually made him catch up to the boss wolf. Like, I really do like how they use his weight as a strength sometimes. I do like that. Funny question, what Loomian would beat all of the Furious 5? Impo? What Loomian would... Oh, Nova Diaz would clean him up easy. Nova Diaz! Nova Diaz! Nova Diaz! Nova Diaz would beat them all easily. Nova Diaz would destroy them. I'm sorry. Nova Diaz would clean up. Easy. I mean, what made Poe become way stronger was his pure love for food. Yeah, exactly! Like, that's how Shifu ultimately taught him Kung Fu. That's what... And I really like how they expanded on that message in the third movie, where Poe taught all the other pandas how to fight with all their unique strengths. Like, that's what I really like about the franchise, is trying to use people's unique strengths to their advantages. Like, I really like that message. They done it well in the first movie, and they done it really well in the third movie. Yep, Nova Diaz is like a god because it passes judgment. Yeah. The strongest in the history, right? At least for now. Yeah, Nova Diaz is the strongest Loomian. It would absolutely clean up everything. Nova Diaz is powerful. Yeah, technically. It's fire ice, so it's cause. Yeah, Nova Diaz is a powerful Loomian. It's most certainly the Loomian of all time. And yet it can't break through some water dweller in Loomunity. Which is kind of funny. How big is it actually? I think it would be big. I think Glacidia could be enough, or Arceros, but I may be wrong. I don't know about Arceros and Nova. I don't know about Arceros and Glacidia. I don't know if they could do it by themselves, because they're big, but I don't know if they're as big as Nova. When it's Nova, they're fused together. Definitely lore-wise? Yeah. Definitely lore-wise. But yeah, where are these Obsidrugons? I don't know where they are at. By the way, is that person... There was one person earlier in the stream. The Dragon Duo is already big, so Nova should just be a bit bigger, or a lot more. Cosmere and Case could easily body them. What Cosmere... Cosmere and Case is a tank. So it will tank the hits. Let's look at all the Furious 5's strength. So, Tigress would... Yeah, Tigress is pretty much balanced. I don't think Viper would stand a chance. Mantis? Mantis? I don't know, because even though Mantis is small, those bug-like creatures tend to break rocks, so Mantis maybe. Monkey stood no chance. Monkey would stand no chance, and Crane would stand no chance. I don't know, Crane has been shown a couple times that he can punch rocks, but I don't know if it could break in case. And Poe, I think Poe would body Meatball form. Because let's be honest, it's a meatball. I know it's nicknamed Meatball, it's not an actual meatball, but Poe would win easy. What Loomians would the Furious 5 beat? The Mantis would be Sumo Beetle. The Cheetah? The cheetah, I mean, oh, you mean Tiger? No, Tigress is a tiger. It's like a tiger-like creature. The cheetah. The tiger, yeah. Man, I don't know if Tigress would be Shyenta. I gotta think that a little bit more. Yeah, Mantis could definitely be like Sumo Beetle. I could see that. Crane? What would Crane be? Crane? What are some of the air types? Gandervale! Oh yeah, Crane would be Gandervale, easy. Crane would be Gandervale. That does make so much sense. Poe would be... What would Poe be? Poe would be... Oh yeah, it could be Snagoop too, you're right. Snagoop would make sense. The monkey would be Banoki. Viper would be... Would Viper be Slavice? Borealis is kind of too big. So Viper would probably be Slavice. But Slavice doesn't have fangs. So... It wouldn't make sense for Viper to have, like, chomping moves. Are there any other snakes in Loomian Legacy other than Slavice? Yeah, Slavice makes the most sense to be Viper, but also Viper doesn't have fangs? Poe would be Cosmere and... No, Poe would not... Yeah, Poe would be Danuki. Yeah, Poe would be Danuki, easily. That would be Poe. Poe would be Danuki, because he's kind of big and bulky, and has attacking moves. Crane would be Snagoop or Gandervale. Monkey would be Banuki. Mantis would be Sumo Beetle. What would Viper be? Would Viper be Slavice? Venolin does make sense, but Venolin also... Venolin's kind of big, though. Viper's kind of small, and Venolin's not like a true snake. And, yeah. Yeah, Venolin could work. What are some other, like, snake-like Loomians? Let me just see. Loomian Legacy snake-like Loomians. Are there any other snake-like Loomians? Let me look at the Loomians real quick. Okay, I'm gonna look real second. I'm not gonna be in chat for a second. I'm just looking. Oh! No, Zulong. Would Viper be Zulong? I don't know if... No, Viper... No, as good as Viper is, I don't think Viper would be Zulong. Even though Zulong is a serpent. It would be either Slavice, Zulong, or Venolin. I'm leaning towards either Slavice or Venolin, though. Yeah, Viper would be the hard one. I don't know what one Viper would be. Probably Slavice, even though its colors are completely different. Bandoki would be Monkey. Mantis would be either Terraclaw or Sumo Beetle. And Tai Lung would be Scienta. Yeah, Tai Lung would be Scienta easy. Tai Lung would easily be Scienta. What would Tigress be? Let me go back in the Loomian stuff. What would Tigress be? Tigress is going to be kind of hard because Tigress is a very interesting design. Tigress would be... Hold on, I will find one. Wouldn't be Borak. Borax is on all fours. Not Sachi, not Cinemar. No, she wouldn't be Cinemars. Cinemars is too ugly. Your snap. Oh! Oh, no! I have a different one for Poe. Poe would be your snack. Poe would be your snack, easily. I guess Poe can be Danuki, but I think Poe could be your snack. Poe would be your snack, easily. Now, we just need one for Tigress. What would be Tigress? Not Ferroglyph, not Garbantus. I guess Garbantus, but no Bug. I don't know. Which one would be Tigress? Not Hunder. Not Skellig. Not Joltu. Maybe Joltu. Also, I have to set him off. I don't want it. It wouldn't be... Joltooth is the closest one. Not Metatoad. Metatoad's too derpy. Also, Cosmillion. Garlash does not look right. Colossotrops is on all fours. Servlin's a bull, so no, not Servlin. Wrestlin, maybe? Wrestlin, maybe. Wrestlin's the closest one so far. Wrestlin's the closest one that I could think of to be Tigress. Oh! Cannibal? No, Cannibal's a crab. Cannibal, you betrayed me. Why couldn't you be a tiger? Boonary? No, not Sinogar. Not Baneki. Not Seadrake. Helvantic, maybe, but Helvantic's kind of purplish. Carbadger, no. Tyranix, no. Boreal, no. Craptana, no. I'm trying here, guys. Who would make a good Tigress? I haven't looked in chat in a while, so y'all probably have said a good Loomian that I haven't seen yet. Coolio, no. Borealis, no. Slavice would be Viper. Ikazune, maybe. It could be either Ikazune, Wrestlin. Ikazune and Wrestlin are the two closest ones. Yeah. It would either be Ikazune or Wrestlin. Who would be Denoki? Fenelin. Zulong is a Western Dragon. What you want? Yeah, I guess Zulong could work. Tailong would be Scienza. Shen would be Gopidemic. Cosmillion... the Chameleon would be Cosmillion. Shen will be Ganderel. That makes sense. Oh, Sengol can be Viper. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I think Tigress would either be Wrestlin or Ika. Problem is, they both have their pros and cons. Wrestlin just kind of looks weird. And Ikazune, while it looks a little bit better, it's on all fours. Let's do this for the other movie. Yeah, honestly, I made a Team Fortress-like team before. Let's make a Kung Fu Panda-like team. Let's make a Kung Fu Panda team. Let's have the Furious Five, Po, and Master Shifu as a team. That would be a... Oh! Rainbow! Rainbow! Rainbow, rainbow, rainbow. I agree. We can make, like, movie-like teams. That would be so fun. Oh, it clicked Gust. Boo! Get taste. But no, my next video is going to be ranking the Soul Bursts from worst to best. I'm going to be trying to be ranking all the Soul Bursts. What would be Master Shifu? Shifu is like a red panda. No, it's like a small panda. So we need like a small panda, like Loomian. Like not Danuki or your snack because they're kind of big and fat. I would go with something that's a lot smaller. Mantis would be a bug, a small bug, or Sumo Beetle, one of the two. Sumo Beetle is kind of a big bug, but we could play around that. There's gotta be a good Shifu in here somewhere. Ratburn? No, Ratburn's kind of weird. Ratburn wouldn't make a bad Shifu. Oh! Hey guys. I think I know a good Shifu. Would Tata be a good Shifu? Would Tata be a good Shifu? Tata's not that small, but it's smaller compared to other brawlers. Would Tata make a good Shifu? It's fast. It's not that small, but it's smaller compared to other stuff. Tata would make a Kleptyke, actually. Nah, but Kleptyke's kind of like Dark type. That doesn't really fit Shifu that much. Thalman, no. Thalman's kind of a ranged attacker. I don't think Thalman would work. Tatum is too tall, but Tatum is the closest thing I can think of. Well, Master Oogway would be Surkame, easily. What are some other Loomians? I mean, I could use Ratburn. I could use Ratburn as Shifu. What else is there? What else would make a good Shifu? Not Ragoon, because he's kind of dark. Sachi's a squirrel, not necessarily a panda. Fancub? No, Fancub isn't hard enough. What would make a good Shifu? Tatum's the closest thing I could think of so far. Would Garbantis make a good Mantis? Would Garbantis make a good Mantis? Honestly, I think Garbantis, but it is kind of tall is the problem, but I think it could work. Yeah, Tatum's the closest thing I could think of a Shifu. Snagoop could be Crane. Yeah, Garbantus can work for Mantis. So it would be Garbantus, Ikazune, Vanoki, Snagoop or Gandervale, and Schlavice as the Furious 5. Danuki or Yursnack as Poe. And then you could either use Master Oogway as Surkame, or we could use Tatab as Shifu. That definitely should be one of my next videos. That's gotta definitely be a showcase video I gotta make. The full Kung Fu Panda team. That would be fun. Yeah, I would probably just use Oogway as Surkame. Yeah, we can do this for other movies too. Like, it wouldn't just be Kung Fu Panda, but like, I'm just using Kung Fu Panda as an example. How to Train Your Dragon would be cool too, to make a full team around. The Incredibles would be a good one. How about the Incredibles? The Incredibles would be cool to build a team. Incredibles would be good to build a team around as well. What are some other franchises from movie series that could work? I know Toothless would be Dorigo. Or Dragonite. I don't know. I don't know what Loomian would be Toothless. There's a lot of dragons to pick from. No! Oh, no, 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 no. I know what Toothless would be. I know Toothless is... No, no, no. Would Toothless be Zulong? Zulong is the best fit for Toothless, but I don't know. I don't know, though. I don't know. Oh, no, yeah, it would be Dragodine. Yeah, Dragodine. Easily. Dragodine would be Toothless. I know it's kind of goofy in its original form, but we'll just Soul Burst into Toothless. How about that? We'll just Soul Burst into Toothless. That's fine, right? Because, yeah, Soul Burst Dragodine actually does look like Toothless. Where are the Obsidrugons? Where are they at? The Wildebeest is easily Colosstrops? Oh, yeah. I could see that. Honestly, I think Behammeroth would make more sense, actually. Yep. That would be a Typhoon. Novadius can work as another dragon, yeah. I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Red Death as Nova? Yeah, Red Death as Nova would work very well. Oh no, the dragons have 2 heads. No, but they're kind of small. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of team ideas I can make up from movies. That would be awesome. Yeah, we could definitely think of a lot of opportunities. Oh yeah, just Nova has 3 heads. Yeah, Nova has 3 heads. Yeah, Novadius has 3 heads. Shrek? Oh yeah, Shrek worked too. Shrek, Incredibles. Incredibles would work as well. What else? What else would work? Sinogre. Oh, that would be the weirdest looking Shrek of all time. But it is an ogre, it makes sense. The cinnamon bun. Oh, that would be funny. Wally? Yeah, with the different robot designs, I guess, that would work. I like Wally. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be able to build That would be a lot harder. I'd have to be more creative with that one. Inside Out and the emotions would work. Inside Out would work because of the emotions. What else would there be? But yeah, I think Kung Fu Panda, Incredibles could work because of the superheroes. Oh yeah, Joy would be Nimue easy. Yeah, Joy would be Nimue. Anger would be Nemesis? I don't know if it would be Nemesis. I would have to look a little more. No, Anger would be Crackle. No, Crackalola's kind of big though is the problem. But Crackalola is the Volcano Loomian. That's so tough. Yeah, Nemesis would not work for Anger. It would be Crackalola, probably. But Crackalola is so big, and Anger's kind of small is the problem. But it makes sense, because it's the Volcano Loomian. And the thing is, with Anger, he gets angry, is the thing. Anger gets angry. So yeah, Crackalola, I think, is the one that makes... Even though it is big, Crackalola would make the most sense. Then what would the other emotions be? Oh, I know who Disgust would be. Disgust would be Solberg Gastroke because I'm disgusted every time I see Solberg Gastroke use Tamp. No, I'm joking. That would not be Disgust, but it's how I feel every time I see. Sadness could be Cryocub. Honestly, yeah, Cryocub would be it for Sadness. It makes sense because Sadness is kind of frail. Yeah, and it also is small and also has the color. Kind of has some of Sadness's colors, so yeah, Cryocub would work. What would Fear be? Who would Fear be? Who would Fear be? I don't know. Who would Fear be? It's kind of like Slender. Kind of... I assume it would be relatively weak. What would Fear be? I don't know if Anxiety would be Cathno. I don't know if that would be Anxiety. I would have to think about it. I don't know if it would be Cathno. There probably are some other Loomians I could think of. The original 5 emotions, it's easy to build a team around. The other 4 though, or 5 if you count Nostalgia, are a lot harder because other than Anxiety, the other new emotions aren't as well built yet. They aren't well fleshed out compared to the other 5. Compared to the original 5, the other 5 emotions are just not as well fleshed out. Mainly because they didn't have as much screen time, especially Ennui and Envy. Like, they had almost no screen time. Anxiety can be Valentine Fan Cub or Twilight. I don't know. Valentine's Fan Cub, I guess, but I don't know about... I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. What would make a good Anxiety? I don't know. I don't know. None of these Loomians really look like an Anxiety. I don't know. Maybe I could just pick a Loomian that gives me Anxiety. So I choose Carolyn because it misses all the time? No, it wouldn't be that. No way. Yeah, this is hard. I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, the Inside Out one's a lot harder. I don't know. I have no clue. So yeah, Anger would be Crackalola. Joy would be Nimue. Sadness would be Cryocub, and that's all we know so far. That's all we know. Yeah, I don't know how I'd fit anyone else. I don't know where all the other emotions would fit. This is so tough. I actually don't know. I'm lost. Yeah, the Kung Fu Panda one was a lot easier because they had a lot more. They had 3 movies instead of 2, and the characters had a lot more screen time. They also just look like the Loomian designs more too. They just look a lot more like the Loomian designs. Because with Kung Fu Panda, their design's based off the animals. When the emotions, they kind of look like humans, just with different colors. Cathor? Yeah, Anxiety totally looks like a Cathor. Totally. I don't know. Yeah, that one I'm gonna have to think about a little bit more. Kung Fu Panda one I'm pretty confident with. Also, where are the Obsidrugons? I literally have not found an Obsidrugon in over 2 hours. I guess all the Obsidrugons have gone extinct, I guess. What's the best way to farm this for my ult account? I'm jet wheeling because they're orange. Oh, just saying because it's orange. Yeah, but it's also black too, like darkish black. So no, that wouldn't work. You're fifth place. Oh god. Yeah, next stream I'm gonna turn off this YouTube XP thing. Because this YouTube XP thing is not very good. Not very good. Come on, where are the Obsidrugons? I know y'all are in there somewhere. These Obsidrugons are in here somewhere. Oh, where are the Obsidrugons? I'm kind of hungry. I might have to make my food. I'm gonna make some food after stream. I'm starting to kind of hit the wall here a little bit, I won't lie. You know, hunting for this long. I'm not very good when I hunt this long. I don't know why. Guys, I finished. Or I was just reading something. Hi, RC. Welcome. Not RC. Hi, WC. Welcome back to the stream. We were just talking about making a Kung Fu Panda team, How to Train Your Dragon team, and an Inside Out team in Loomian Legacy. We were thinking about what teams we would make out of those characters. Those would make some very interesting videos, I won't lie. The only thing I will say is, where are the Obsidrugons? I'm seeing all the Cinemophs, but I'm not finding any of the Obsids. Be fair, the Cinemophs are a lot more common. No, Cinemars... Yes, Cinemars could work as Poe, but I think Your Snack and Danuki work better as Poe. Either Your Snack or Danuki. Danuki or Your Snack would be Poe. Whew. Yeah, Danuki makes the most physiological sense, but Your Snack also fits more of Poe's skill set. Yeah, Your Snack is more like Winnie the Pooh, so yeah, it would probably be Danuki as Poe. Yeah, Danuki would work. Because Danuki has the physical appearance of a panda. It kind of has like, its animation kind of has like that idle sitting animation, which is something that a lot of giant pandas have. Even though it is a different design, panda, compared to Poe. For For the snake, it would be the ice snake. Yeah. Yeah, for the snake, that would be Viper. The monkey would be Banoki. Monkey would be Banoki. Tigress was hard, but Tigress would either be Wrestling or Ikazune. I'm leaning more towards Ikazune. Mantis would be Garbantis. Garbantis. I know Garbantis isn't that small, but Garbantis would work for Mantis. Garbantis is the closest one. And Crane would either be Gandervale or Snagoop. And Oogway would be Surkame. Shifu, I didn't know what would make a good Shifu, so I said Tata as a filler. But I could do better with my Shifu pick. I feel pretty confident with the Kung Fu Panda team. The other two, the How to Train Your Dragon and the Inside Out team, I would need a lot more work. I still have to think about those two a little bit. By the way, guys, I have a question. I know this is a really off topic. Did you hear about the $80 Mario Kart game and Nintendo completely killing online Mario Kart with an update? Yeah, when they added the... Because, yeah, on online... I haven't bought Mario Kart Tour, so I don't know... Not Tour. I haven't bought Mario Kart World. For obvious reasons. I'm not spending $600 right now. I can't really afford that right now, so yeah. I mean, I guess I could just use my YouTube channel money for that, but no. I would rather use that on other things, but yeah. The Mario Kart World online, they have like intermissions and normal races mixed in. And the problem is that, yeah, heard something about it being $80 or more, but I won't buy it anyway. Yeah, it's $80! The $500 Switch 2 and the $80 Mario Kart game. And when you play online, you are forced to play intermissions. Which is just horrible. Like, why can't you just play the 3-lap tracks in the intermissions in 2 different modes? I mean, they already have their own mode for the intermissions as Knockout Tour, which is good. But for normal online races, you can't play the 3-lap tracks. It's random. If you want to play a 3-lap track, tough luck. It's just horrible. Like, why can't there be customization in an $80 Mario Kart game? Of course, I haven't bought Mario Kart World, so I can't really say if the game is good or not, but judging by the tracks, it looks like some of the best tracks in the entire series. Like, Mario Kart Tour looks like a good game. I mean, open world Mario Kart is such a good idea. The intermissions aren't even that bad. Like, they're bad competitively because you bag in the back and then you just skip your way to the front. But as a casual play, the intermissions are fun. But like, why isn't there an option to play the 3-lap tracks online? Than just the 3-lap tracks. It makes no sense why Nintendo would get rid of that. It's stupid. And yes, I know sometimes the 3-lap track can show up like 30% of the time, but still. Yeah, Nintendo be Nintendo. Nintendo do Nintendo things. The thing that's different about Nintendo compared to other studios, though, is at least they make high-quality games. Unlike EA, where Madden is just... Madden makes me want to throw up sometimes. So, yeah. But still, they're really bad with their community, Nintendo. They're very bad with their community. And I think Mario Kart World is the best example on why people hate Nintendo. But yeah, it's just something I want to talk about. It's something that I heard about. The $80 Mario Kart game, and you're stuck playing intermissions online. Kinda brutal. I know, kinda brutal. And it's nothing towards the intermissions, but the intermissions are just simply not as good as the 3-lap tracks. Not to mention, there's already a game mode just for the intermissions. Which, that game mode is Knockout Tour. And the reason why Knockout Tour works is because if you bag on Knockout Tour, you're going to lose. lose. You have to stay in the front. So yeah, that's why Knockout Tour works for the intermissions. Yeah, that's why Knockout Tour works for intermissions. Yeah, but the game felt rushed and there are not enough differences for me to buy the new game. Yeah, I heard the open world feature was underdeveloped from what I've heard. I haven't done much research into it, but I heard the open world feature was not as developed as people wanted it to be. You know what would have been cool? If there was a mission... Hey, another Obsidrugon! Fortunately, it's one of the colors I already have, unfortunately. But hey, I might as well catch it. Might as well catch it. It's the first Obsidrugon I've seen in a while, so why not? The thing that's good is this is level 16, so it won't recoil itself. So we'll tase it. And this one is sharp edges. Oh my god, I'm gonna get swept by an orange Obsidrugon if I'm not careful. Thing is, I really need green and purple. Green and purple are the two colors I still need. I think I have a purple one, but it's nimble. But I don't have a single green one yet. Well, I'm lagging a bit. Personally didn't see anything about the game since I can't buy it anyway, but the moment I saw the price, I didn't bother to watch it. Yeah, $80 Mario Kart game on an... I know what people are saying about the price. Oh, if it makes sense because inflation. Inflation has made it gone up. When you take account of inflation back in 2017, when the other Mario Kart 8 Deluxe came out, it would be the same price. No, inflation's BS. The reason why inflation is so BS is because people's salaries has not gone up the same way as the prices for everything else. Just because everyone else's prices are going up, it doesn't mean that your salary is. Our salary, the salary that you make is not as much as how high inflation is. So $80 is $80 still. So yeah, $80 is still $80. Oh yeah, I know our WC. Yeah, prices up and salaries stay the same. Like the salaries technically go up, but very little. Not at the same rate as inflation. Definitely not at the same rate as inflation. I wouldn't want to say the salaries have fallen, because they haven't, but the salaries have not gone up the same way as inflation. There you go, there's an orange Obsid. We are still 2 dragons away, though. Finding another rainbow Obsidrugon would be nice, too. So I do still need a sharp edges one, because I have my resilience one. Yeah, exactly. They cost a lot more because the prices... Yeah, the prices go up by so much more as people's salaries. Like, people's salaries are going up, but not as much as inflation is. That's why the prices are so expensive still. So you can't even really take that inflation from 10 years ago as an excuse. Because people's salaries haven't gone up as much as inflation. That's why the whole inflation thing and comparing the price from 10 years ago to the price now is very misinterpreted. It's severely misinterpreted. Because it doesn't take into account that our salaries haven't gone up as much. Cosmere! Okay, not the right one though. Let's see, our USA. Yeah, Nintendo just wants more profit. That's why the price has gone up. Honestly, a lot of big companies are really greedy, but Nintendo's definitely up there as some of the greediest. Nintendo's definitely up there as some of the greediest. Oh, I found that secret ability Protagon. I think at Halloween... It was either Halloween 20... I think it was Halloween 2021 I found it. That was such a cool find. That was a cool find. That was before I started the channel, actually. Kind of crazy. What are the chances for SA Cosmere? I don't know. I think it's 1 in 256. And that's every time you find a Cosmere. Also, the graphics on the new Switch is not good enough yet to buy the new one. It will be same like with the DS in DSi. Yeah. Is it? Okay, I will say this. For anyone that has a Switch 2, which I don't think anyone in my chat does, is the Switch 2 at least backwards compatible with Switch 1 games? Is it at least backwards compatible with Switch 1 games? Is it at least backwards compatible with Switch 1 games? At the very least, does it at least do that? I started my channel, I started making YouTube videos on January 2022. January 2022 is when I started. My videos weren't really that good in 2022. It wasn't until 2023 when my videos started to get fine. Even then, they're still not really high quality, but they're just fun. They're a lot better than what they were. I remember my very first few videos, I had a terrible mic. I had a terrible mic. Y'all will know. If y'all watch my first ever top 5 video, y'all will know how bad my mic was back then. I play VGC and I am so excited with Champion. Oh, another cinema. So I don't have to buy the new game every 2 years. Oh yeah, that's the new Champions game. Aren't they re-adding Mega Evolutions in Legends VA? I think it's called. Are they re-adding Legend Megas? That's at least something I've heard about. I'm not 100% sure though, because I don't keep up with Pokemon as much with Loomian Legacy, funnily enough. Oh man. Where are the Obsidrugons? Where are they at? You're somewhere, right? Oh, Obsidrugon. I'm gonna make a funny video once Rank Season 3 comes out. I wanna see if I can reach Ace with Geklo on my team. Not gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try. I think I can make it work. Whew. I remember there was a lot of hate from the community because the price of the game was high and the quality was the same or worse. I know it because of the speedrunners could play the old games on the Switch too. Okay, so it is backwards compatible at least. At the very least, you could play Switch 1 games on a Switch 2. At least, there's that. At the very least, they did that right. At least, they got that right. Thank goodness. That is kind of very important to me. I know it's the minimum, but at least they have that. At least it's backwards compatible. At least they got that right. Trust me, there are other companies that wouldn't get that right. Full team of Obsidrugons? Yeah, I want to get all the colors. I want to get all of the colored Obsidrugons if I can. Oh, Speeder just made a video. Can I win using only Cradle and Kabunga evolutions? Honestly, I think I don't know how good they are together. I don't know how the Cradle evolutions play together. But honestly, you have Thawman and Crackalola on your team. So you can probably get a lot of wins from just those two alone. And then there's Solbert. And then Waka Laka has good utility. Kabunga's pretty fast. Volcaloa has coverage. I actually think a whole Kabunga-like team could actually play pretty well. Does Upset have any good range attacks? What? It has Mud Spatter. Oh, Wiki as well. Yeah, I don't know how useful they would be together. Let me check. Obsidrugon, Loomian Legacy. What other range attacks does it have other than Rainbow Blast and Mud Spatter? Mud Spatter. Rainbow Blast for Rainbow variant. Any other range attacks? It gets Barbs. Mud Slide, whoop-de-doo. So yeah, Mud Slide, Mud Spatter, and Rainbow Blast. That's it. They're all good on their own. Want a 1v1? I'm not going to 1v1 this stream. I want to see if I can get the Obsidrugons. I think I'm going to end the stream in around 15 minutes, because I am kind of getting a little tired. We'll hunt for another 15 minutes, and then we'll end the stream. Unfortunately, the reason why I want to end the stream a little early is so I can get started and finish my ranking all the Soul Burst Loomians tonight, because I'm going to have no time to do it tomorrow, because tomorrow is 4th of July. So I have a lot to do tomorrow. So I'm going to end the stream pretty soon, in like 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes. Overall, not a bad stream. I was able to find one of the Obsidrugons, and I got a Red Wisp. So, Red Wisp Obsidrugon is cool. But I didn't get a green or a purple one yet. And I will definitely be farming off camera to see if I can get one of those. Isn't that America's Day? Yeah, that is America's Day. Yep. Ooh. Do you think LL will add some new skin for 4th of July? Nope, it definitely won't. It definitely won't for 4th of July, I don't think. Yeah, I'm American. I think the Baneki was on Lunar New Year's. Yeah, Lunar New Year's was that one. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. After this stream, I'm gonna watch the speeder video. Hey, fellow American! Hey, Rainbow Iguana! Let's catch ya. Yeah, I think half their team is like in UK. Hey, let's start finding some of the rainbows. Spare. I'll be leaving because I have to go to bed. Okay. This stream won't last that much longer. I'm going to end in like 10 minutes. Gotta get up 6 a.m. 6 a.m.? Well then. Hey, you're first place? Nice. We're finding finds. Yeah, I'm not using any boost. The thing that's good is that I am finding stuff. It's just that I'm not finding any of the Obsidrugons. I found 3 of them so far. But I found 2 duplicates. Bye, good luck on the hunt. Alright, goodbye, WC. Hate schools that give you some very low times. You reach there. Yeah, some schools are like that. I don't know why. I've been to some schools where I have to get up at like 6. And then there are some schools where they don't start till 8:30. It makes no sense why the times are so inconsistent from different schools. That's nothing. I have to get up at 4 and leave at 4 and a half hour ride to go to camp. Wow, that's early too. Holy crap. Heavy sleeper, which makes things even worse for me. Yeah. So you'd have to like set up an alarm. You would have to like go to bed early just to get up early. I know how that feels. Getting up early isn't fun. Getting up early is not very fun. Come on, Obsidrugons. I know you're in there somewhere. Please, please, Obsidrugon, where are you? Ugh. I think I get tired. I think I'm getting a little tired too, honestly. I'll go for another 4 minutes and then I'll end the stream. I think 2.5 hours is pretty good. Considering that all I did in this stream was hunt. All I did in this stream was hunt. I got so lucky early by getting the yellow one, that I only found 2 obsids since. The thing that's funny is that I think I'm on odds. It's just that those colored Obsidrugons are kind of rare. There's another one of those. Some schools I don't remember which country makes it. If you cheat on your exam, you get a whole 6 years of prison for cheating on an exam? I understand cheating's bad, but you go to prison for 6 years? Wow. That definitely prevents people from cheating, I'll give it that, but wow, that's harsh. Man, that's harsh. Well then. That is harsh. I accidentally glanced at someone else's paper for 1 second. Oh! 6 years in jail. That's like around South Korea, I think. Yep, that would make sense. Jeez, that's harsh. I mean, the only positive about that is that it will prevent people from actually cheating. Problem is that there are some people that would still cheat. I don't know what's stupid on how strict that rule is, or if there's people that would actually break it. You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's a reason why people would do that. That is kind of a very uncomfortable topic to talk about, I won't lie. It happens, though. It's horrible. Especially nowadays. Especially nowadays in a lot of places. It's very unfortunate how much stress and anxiety can really get to people. Especially nowadays. Well, you would never see them again if they cheat. Yeah, like if they cheat, that's a thing. 6 years. 6 years of prison for cheating on an exam, which, yes, exams are big, I get that. But it's a school exam. Isn't going to summer school after you fail bad enough? Isn't going to summer school bad enough if you fail? Like, that's the thing. Like, summer school is bad enough. Thankfully, I've never been to summer school. Thankfully. I've never failed. Thank gosh. The only reason, though, thing is, I was so bad at tests. The only reason I never failed is because I never missed homework. That's the only reason I never failed. If I always did my homework, I had leeway. The kids study until 1 a.m. and got to go to bed at 6. Oh, God. Yeah. No wonder. No wonder. I'm going to do 10 more. I'm going to encounter 10 more Loomians. And then, plus they can't play in between. Yeah, they don't have any spare time. I'm going to do 10 more encounters. That's encounter number 1. Encounter number 2. Another twiddle. 2 twiddles in a row. What if I just get 10 twiddles in a row? That would be brutal. Encounter number 3. 3 twiddles in a row. Okay, 3 twiddles in a row. I see. Are we going to go 4 for 4 on twiddles? 4 twiddles in a row. Watch my last 10 encounters be twiddles. 5 twiddles? 5 twiddles in a row? 5. 6 twiddles? 6. Finally! The streak was broken. What if you get blue bird? I would be upset if I got blue bird. Encounter number 7. Okay, we got a bird, but it's a different bird. It's not twiddle, thank gosh. 3 more encounters left. Yeah, not allowing them to have a childhood. Yeah, that's brutal. Glad I don't live around there. 2 more encounters. Bari! Alright. Okay, guys. I want y'all to predict what my final encounter will be. It's going to be a twiddle, let's be honest. But hey, it could be one of the Obsidrugons, who knows? Final encounter of the day is... No. No. We'll do one more. That one doesn't count. We'll do one more encounter. One more. This one will be the Obsidrugon. Watch. Nope. I think we'll end it there. I think we'll end it there. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Honestly, not a bad stream. We were able to get one. We were able to get one of the Obsidrugons, which is good. But we are still missing the green and the purple. We're still missing the green and purple, though. So, I'm still going to have to do some hunting off camera. I think I have a purple one already. But I don't have a green one. Yes, I do have purple. And it's Wispit, but that one is Nimble. What's the red one, Wispit? What is this thing? Okay, 2 Ps aren't that good, but that's fine. So we found some good finds in this. So yeah. Hey, I stayed first place. Hey, congratulations! What are my top fans? Chai God got first place, Cardi is gone is second, and Dan is in third. All of them with a 3-way tie of 150 XP. Congratulations. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream, and I will see y'all all later. Bye-bye!